Okay, everybody, it's Teeny, and it's tea time with Team Fearless Fit Nation. And I was just talking with the team about Summit and how amazing it was. And we've all come back from a high from Summit, and we've had an awesome time. So I'm actually going to mute everybody so that there's no echo. We're having little bit of technical problems with an echo. I'm not sure exactly from the video, but we have some really exciting things that we want to share with the team. So we wanted to jump on here and fill you all in. Summit is amazing. When I was a brand new coach, my coach told me, "Hey, Teeny, you need to be at Summit," and I didn't know what it was, and I had only been a coach for 2 months at that point, and I had an actual wedding that weekend, and I thought to myself, okay, I have a wedding. I'm gonna, I've never missed a really good friend's wedding before, but something deep down in me, I knew that I wanted to make Beachbody work for me, and I wanted this business. And if I wanted to be successful in this, I had to be there, just to see for myself. And I thought, well, I'll just try it out. I'll go, and if this works out for me, then awesome. If not, then at least I've tried it out. So because I went to that first summit, I feel like, when times get tough and, when I doubt myself, going to that summit in person, seeing the top coaches, being at the trainings, bonding with my team is why I never gave up. And that's why attending these events are amazing. And we had so much fun, and we just want to share with you guys what we learned at Summit. And we always learn about new stuff. Beachbody always has, and always will be looking for the latest and greatest in the health and fitness industry and getting us new programs as technology changes and as programs change. So we're so lucky to be a part of this company, helping others, changing lives, and changing our futures too. So it's really exciting. So there's a few takeaways that I would love to talk to you guys about that we heard about at Summit. And then I'm going to ask the girls here to talk as well and share some of their takeaways. And we all have different takeaways because different people and different things speak to us. And we weren't all on the same sessions as well. We all did different stuff. So it's really, really cool. So at Summit, we learned about a brand new supplement line, all natural for athletes. And if you're doing these workout programs and, you're doing the extreme workout programs, you are an athlete. If you're doing any of these workout programs, you are an athlete. So you need to fuel your body properly. You need to make sure that you are not, when your muscles are sore and you're going to do that workout the next day, there's lots of really great stuff for you. And the fact that it's all natural, again, being a holistic health coach, supplements were never something I had in my business before. They were never things that I ever wanted to promote because I wasn't 100% sure about them. If they're all natural, and this is just awesome. I'm really excited about that. Also, Fixate, some of the girls will go more into depth with Fixate, but Fixate came out, and that is the 21-Day Fix cookbook that Autumn Calabrese came out with, and it's amazing. She has really great recipes in there, and it really just is stepping up the notch with the 21-Day Fix. And also Size from Shanti came out, and that's a dance program, which is amazing. And our team is all going to do the work, get the program, practice by ourselves or together, whatever, or virtually. We could even, log on and I'm just telling you, I'm going to be horrible at this. It's going to be very embarrassing. So please don't take any videos of me. But I'm going to practice, and then we're all going to do like a little video commercial because we have a lot of fun on this team, and we want other people to realize that, yes, it's our job, and we have so much fun doing it. So, and lastly, not lastly, I have 2 more new things. Hammer and Chisel is a new program that nobody knew of that was coming out. And Autumn and Siggy, the dude from Body Beast, teamed up. We got Hammer and we got Chisel. And those 2 master trainers teamed up to offer a program. And I have to say, I'm excited about that because I've always wanted to do Body Beast, but I'm not 100% sure his personality. I wasn't sure if that was for me, but I'm excited because I want to do it. And on top of it, I know that my husband would probably do it with me. You know, we could, I don't know. It just, if you have a significant other, it could be good. Maybe they'll like certain things and you'll like certain things. I don't know. So I'm excited about that as well. And last but not least, we learned about Shakeology boosts. And there's different things in the Shakeology boosts. We got to try them. There's energy. Oh gosh, I should have looked up all the different ones. I don't know if you guys know what they are, but okay, Talia, when you talk, you can mention what they are. But there's 3 different Shakeology boosts, and we got to try them at Summit, and it just boosts your Shakeology in a natural way, you know, in all different types of ways, and we're really excited about that, and they taste amazing. So we got to try everything. We got to learn about the new programs, and it was wonderful. Team bonding, you get to be around like-minded people. You get to learn from the best in the company. Top coaches are just giving you their secrets. There's, you know, everyone always says there's no secrets other than hard work and consistency, really. But they share what works for them and their teams. And every time I go to an event and I write that down and I implement it on my team, that's what takes me to that next level, from being an amateur to being to be successful. So I'm really excited you guys are here listening to this, and I can't wait for you guys to hear from the other coaches on my team. So next we want to hear from Talia. I'm going to mute my audio so that we don't have that lag, or hopefully not. But Talia, please tell us about your takeaways and what you learned from Summit.
Okay, cool. So I guess when I got my ticket for Summit last year, I was really excited about it, but I didn't really know what to expect. And this year has totally exceeded my expectations. I went to an event in November with Teeny. She told me, you have to go to the events. They're life-changing. And the first one I went to was called Platinum Presenters. And I remember being like, wow, this is so cool. And, you know, I'm really motivated to build a business out of this and whatnot. And then going to Summit was like a step higher than that. It actually, when I remember looking outside the place I was staying for the super workout, which is where every single coach that's there goes and works out. It was on Broadway, which is a street in downtown. And they were all working out with the trainers. And I remember taking a video and just looking at all these people. And I mean, thousands and thousands of people that were out on the street at 6 a.m. working out because they wanted to. And there was like this drive in every single person. And it was the most amazing wonder I've ever seen, to see like a people come together like that. So, it just really kind of puts into perspective what you're really a part of, because at home we don't really see or feel that, you know, we're a part of a business because it's our own. But once we kind of get together with all the other coaches and you see like the big things happening and people's lives being changed. There was a gentleman that won the Beachbody Challenge and he won $100,000, but that wasn't the cool part. The cool part was that he bawled his eyes out because he was so happy that he actually got to change his life and play with his kids now, that he didn't feel horrible or too overweight or anything like that. He felt healthy, and that was the most touching thing, to actually see people's lives changed. And sometimes we don't see that right away. So the point is, the event was amazing and totally inspiring, and actually brought me to a place where I know why I'm in the business, you know? So the other thing that I know Teeny wanted me to mention was the Shakeology boosts really quickly. The one was Power, what was it? It was Power Greens, Focused Energy, and Digestive Health. And the digestive health, just really quickly, is more about giving you a little bit of extra fiber involved. So it kind of boosts the Shakeology a little bit more if you need it. The Focused Energy is natural herbs that have naturally occurring caffeine in them rather than going towards just coffee. I think there's like guarana and I can't think of the other one, but anyway, it's just a natural boost to give you a little bit more focused energy. And yeah, And then the Power Greens is to give you basically in the name, a shot of Power Greens, like just kale. And if you can't get like a salad in for the day, or you can't get your greens in, or you notice that you haven't gotten them in for that day, you can throw in a shot of Power Greens and, you'll be set. So anyway, Teeny, can you remind me what else I was going to say?
Yes, and you also were going to talk about the power of your story, the speaker, Tara Carr, that you had listened to.
Yes. Okay. Cool, thank you. Yeah, so one of the workshops that we did really quickly was it was called The Power of Telling Your Story. And that was so impactful to me because I feel like in my business, I was struggling with just knowing what to post and knowing how to, share instead of just trying to be perfect. Like, oh, I did my workout today. Oh, I drank Shakeology and that's all I post. And this is the recipe and whatever. I didn't really think about how impactful that our stories are to people. And that's what gets people to, come to you and talk to you because they can relate. So Tara Carr was one of the top coaches that talked to us, and she went over how exactly to tell your story and kind of broke it down step by step. And it was just really impactful because Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the actual steps, and that's when you get to go to these events. These top coaches share with you their exact steps that they teach their team and their coaches, and we get to experience that as if we were a part of their team. They're just sharing, spoon-feeding us this information, and we're taking notes, and then we're doing it ourselves and teaching our coaches. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. Yeah, it's exactly that. During the time that she was basically going step by step and teaching us how to do that, she was telling her story. And I can guarantee you that it brought every coach in there to tears. And it was just like, wow, if her story is like that and bringing me to tears or making me want to know more about her and how to, make my life better or whatever, then, that's how impactful it is. To other people. So yeah, she taught us step by step how to do it. There were slides that kind of broke it down, and we were just taking pictures so we could go back and go through our notes and that kind of thing. So that was really impactful for me because I think as a new coach in general, that's the first thing you should figure out is know your why and know your story. And once you have that, then everything else can take off from there. So I'm done.
Hi guys, I'm Andrea, and this was my first summit, and it was absolutely amazing. I just joined 2 months ago, so I'm a brand new coach, and I am on cloud 9. I haven't been able to sleep since I've gotten home because I'm so excited to implement everything that we've learned. And one of the things that they told us to do was to write down action steps. So it's on the plane ride home, I wrote down top 15 action steps from Summit that I want to implement over the next couple months, specifically right away, within this month that I want to implement, because we have the Team Cup coming up in August, and I'm extremely competitive, so I really want to win. And so I've set a really, really high stretch goal for myself of Success Club 100. And I know that sounds crazy, but I say shoot for the moon, and then you can fall in the stars. So I'm just going for it. So anyways, I've already done 4 or 5 of my top 15 action steps in just the first 2 days from being home because I'm so motivated. So going to Summit will actually catapult your business forward. It's something that you absolutely need to make it an absolute. So just think, if if you are working for a company and your CEO says, we have a business meeting, once a year, a national business meeting, and it's mandatory. Think of it like that. And you don't want to miss it, because it really is going to catapult you forward. And that's my full-time job. Like I work full-time outside of here as a massage therapist, and I nanny and I do other things, but this right now is my full-time job. And so anyways, one of my suggestions would be to everyone who didn't attend Summit is to write down your top 10 action steps that you want to take within, this upcoming month. And then take 2 of those and the top 2 and do it this week. And then as far as to piggyback off of Talia for the leveraging of your story, we had a different speaker. Our speaker was Carly Del Carlo and Monica Ward, and they were amazing and absolutely inspiring. And just some of the bullet points that I wrote down that I'm going to share with you that I think will help you. So a couple things is that it starts with us having the courage to share our story. And so even if you are afraid, just do it afraid. Because by being vulnerable and being real and just being yourself, it's better to just do it. And then nobody wants perfection anyway, because no one's perfect. None of us will ever be perfect in this world. So don't worry about it sounding perfect or looking perfect. Just do, just share. And she said that it's important that we're sharing like 2 to 5 people every day to be hearing something about our story. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. Like they talked about breadcrumbing it so that you're keeping people interested. Keep it short. Like if you're going to do a video, which all of us should do a video, and they told us to hashtag #myBB story. Do it like a 1-minute video. So just pick a couple things that are really important and that have inspired you as to why you're doing Beachbody and what your why is, and then just share that. And it helps to build your self-confidence, and it also helps to build others, because when they see that you're sharing your story, they're like, oh, if she can do it, then I can do it. And it's really going to help us grow our business when we do share our story, and it's okay to fail forward, and that our story really is the secret sauce for our business, and that we each have something that the world needs to hear. Like each one of us are unique, and no one else on this earth will ever be us. So we have something that no one else has, and we just need to take that and share it with other people so that we can empower other people and inspire other people. And remember that the reason why we're doing this is to help other people. And the theme of our summit was everyone matters. And that's really what this business is all about, is changing people's lives. And so she said, your trials can become your triumphs. And your struggle is your story, and adversity is your advantage, and your mess is your message. So just being real and authentic, that's what's going to grab people's attention, and that's what's going to make people want to become a part of your tribe. That's what's going to make people want to become a part of your team. So practice fine-tuning it. I think something that we're going to do as a team, as Team Fearless Fit Nation, is we're going to practice with each other. So we can kind of get used to sharing it and feel more comfortable, and that's what we're here for as a team, to be able to lift each other up and help each other fine-tune. So it's important to get a success partner or an accountability partner, someone that you can talk to weekly, someone on our team that you can talk to weekly, and it doesn't even have to be on our team. It can be somebody from a different team as well. I've been reaching out to the coaches, the top success coaches, and friending them on Facebook or liking their pages and asking them questions. And asking questions and learning from the best of the best. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. If someone has an awesome system in place, ask them about it. And everybody in this company is so amazing. Like, everybody wants to share. No one is trying to like, oh, this is mine and I'm not going to help you. Like, everybody wants to help you. And I think that was one of the things that I thought was so amazing about Summit, is that you saw 25,000 coaches, and everyone has most everyone I met, you could just tell they have a servant's heart. And I know that that's what our team is all about. Team Fearless Fit Nation is about having a servant's heart. And so if you keep those things in focus, and your business is you're gonna succeed. There's no way you can't succeed. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay, can everybody hear me? All right. The one thing that I wanted to say about Summit that was awesome was, I mean, you can listen to as many videos. There's lots of videos out there. There's lots of YouTube things you can do, but Summit is special. It's a different animal. One of the things that I got from I don't remember which speaker it was, but the message was be curious. And that was experienced, not in the seat listening to someone speak and telling us to be curious. I mean, yes, that did happen, and it hit a spot in my heart. Like, yeah, that's really smart. When you're talking to someone, you are you're demonstrating like a vision for them. And the funny thing about it is that nowhere else would I have really experienced the whole idea of be curious. Then was it more clear when we were in the taxi driver, like when we were with Uber and Lyft, which is another like transportation. We were on fire. We were so curious about the driver, and it was so fun. And what I saw, as soon as we started asking that person questions, they would like open up, and like they were so excited and like just to talk to us. And that was eye-opening for me, because we had the energy of all the people at Summit. We had unbounded, limitless energy from 25,000 coaches, super successful coaches, the highest leadership, the CEOs. They were like all just pushing all of this amazing information at us. And being in that car with these amazing other coaches, these women you're seeing right now, like it was so uplifting that it just drew the best out. So we were drawing the best out of these drivers. And before the end of the drive, when we got to our place, our drivers were asking us, like, well, how do I get involved? And so that was such a lesson. Like, if we were not at Summit, we would not have had that. I would not have had that experience. And so what do I do with that? You know, I come home and I'm like, people want to know. People want to they want their story drawn out. Like, what is it about, you know, what's going on in their lives? And that has been such a change for me. And I don't think I would have gotten it if I had not been at Summit. So being a person with a service heart, it makes it so much easier for me to now go, you know what? There's somebody out there, either on Facebook, Instagram, when I'm working out at the gym, or if I'm out walking my dog. There are people who want to be connected with, and I might be able to help them with something. So for me, that was awesome. The other thing that I would say is that I remember from Summit was that the CEO said, amateurs lead with products, professionals lead with a vision of transformation. And I thought that was awesome, because if we're out there just trying to peddle products, people are going to be like, eh. But if you are interested in people and you talk to them about their story, what's going on with them, what have they had troubles with, and you find out and you're like, well, I might be able to help you with that. And that's a totally different thing. So for me, that was why Summit was super special. Jess, what do you got?
All right, can you guys hear me now? All right, so I mean, what everyone said was actually, I mean, it all rings as well with me. And part of the reason why, you know, we're encouraging you guys to go to Summit, it's not because we want to nag you. It's not because, you know, we want you to spend all this money on it. You know, we understand the expenses, but after having gone to Summit, I see the value of it. I mean, I got to meet, everyone in person, which to me was so valuable, because sometimes, you're doing this and you may feel like alone, but I realized that you're not alone. You're not alone, especially when you see all these other coaches out there that you see online on Facebook and are going through the same things you are. We all have the same questions. We all have the same struggles. We all share, a struggle or something that, brought us here, whether it's a financial issue, whether it's weight loss, whether it's, something personal, but someone is going through something. So you're not alone. And I think what impacted me the most, you have all of these great speakers sharing their stories. So the humility and the fact that they're opening up to share the story and share the information, the wealth, so that you can succeed, that's just a lot. And the fact that, I changed my logo from saying everyone matters. I put that on my Facebook because it's true. Everyone matters. Your coaches, the people, the challengers, yourself, everyone, every single person matters. And to me, that impacted me a lot. So, and you guys matter. So the fact that we're telling you, the takeaways, and we're encouraging you to go, not to nag you. It's really not about that. It's really more about, because we experience it and because we're so excited, we want to share it. So it's really that, because we want you to feel what we felt. And it was strong. It wasn't made up. It was amazing. And Carl Diker, I was completely impressed with him, especially because he's talking about curiosity, and that really impacted me, because with everything he mentioned, you are the CEO of your downline. Technically, that means you should know your product, you should know your people, you should know what's ahead. So a lot of the themes from everyone was, and I can't remember, there was one speaker that said, plan ahead. So let's say you're a coach right now, you're not even Emerald. Plan ahead as if you already have a team. Build, the tools that are already there, put them together and build your own tools so that you can prepare for when you do have your team. So look to the future, envision the future, and don't get, stuck with, well, I'm a coach right now, I need to learn. Well, look ahead. I love Janelle Summers as well, because she was actually coming in, for those of us that are still learning social media, she was discussing, the colors, so going into more lighter colors because that attracts people. So little things like that, again, that's curiosity. So if you're going to be using social media as your tool, curiosity, go learn about social media, go learn. And I'm not saying, because the other thing they said, you don't have to be perfect. I'm sort of known as being a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes, and that's why it takes longer for me to do things. But I learned that it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little piece is enough, because what people want, what you want to do, and you don't want to forget, it's the people, right? Don't get stuck in the technical aspect. Don't get stuck on it being perfect. Be real with people, connect with people, relationship building. The other thing Janelle Summers mentioned is, that when you post to Facebook, that the messages be intentional. So don't just post, the weather, it's raining or something like that. No, engage them, ask a question. So she said, okay, so I'm running a marathon. What shoes should I wear? Have a blue pair of shoes, a green pair of shoes, red pair of shoes, whatever. Be intentional, engage them, along with the conversations. And she also recommended this book, Jab, Jab, Hook, Uppercut. So apparently it's on sale right now, but I'm going to get it too. Haven't gotten it, but where she was saying that the uppercut is the follow-up. So you're hooking, and the uppercut is follow-up with, the people you're connecting. So overall, this was an amazing experience. We didn't even think twice about signing up again. We all signed up again because we understand the value of it. If you want to succeed, I can't say I know all the answers, but I know that I'm connecting with you guys, with Teeny, with Liz, with Andrea, with Talia. We're all here and we all have our talents, and we want to help each other. So if we have questions, if we don't know anything, ask for help. But also be curious, because there's a lot of things that Beachbody has given us. I mean, I've gone through the site and I've actually learned a lot more, you know, so it's all about being curious. And the other thing that Carl mentioned is that he's the kind of person that looks a year ahead. And I really like that, because to me, I'm like, I want to follow someone that is like that, someone that is not being stuck with what today is. He is looking ahead, because that's how we want to be. We are the CEOs, and we need to look ahead. So if, you know, we're Emerald coaches, then we should need to start thinking like we're Diamond coaches. And if we're Diamond coaches, you know, need to think ahead, you know, I mean, and if we're just a regular coach, hey, we need to think like we're Diamonds. So don't get stuck with where you are right now. Think of the future, because that's what's going to help us prep and, you know, get to where we need to be. So sorry, I think I took too long.
Okay, that was amazing. You guys are amazing. And I just feel very blessed to be on a team with so many incredible people. You know, our team is growing fast. And I feel like every single person that we bring onto this team is just an awesome person with an awesome vision, with their own unique story. And I think that's what's really, really incredible about this team. And just a few things that I wanted to say too was, in the past, it's always been at Vegas. You know, this conference has always been in Vegas, and Beachbody is growing so fast. We're getting so big that, you know, Nashville, we had to move to Nashville. And, you know, at first people were like, how could we go to Nashville instead of Vegas? And I have to say, Nashville was phenomenal. It had character, it had culture, and then there's like special parties that you can, there's special parties that you can go to and things like that. The Success Club parties, some of us were able to go to that. You know, we were hanging out with Shalene Johnson. We got a photo with her. And there was this one part on that Success Club party that I remember. So our team name is Team Fearless Fit Nation, and our tagline is Be Brave, Live Free. And there was this moment when on stage, this country, this famous country, Andrew, what was the name of the? I can't remember. Oh, anyway, well, we'll remind you unless she unmutes.
Low cash.
Oh, yes, Low Cash. And so they were singing, and there was this one moment I was looking all around, and, you know, honestly, the lines for the drinks were really long, so we didn't even have any drinks. And I'm looking around, and it's nighttime, and it's hot, and it's sweaty, and everyone's there in the front, you know, by the front of the stage, and everyone just starts jumping up and down. And I was like, this is what freedom feels like. You know, not feeling embarrassed about how you're dancing or anything, just like letting loose with your friends. And we had a blast there, and got to hang out with Shalene. On the way back, we ran into Tony Horton in the airport and hung out with him, like chatted with him. He was awesome. So there's lots of experiences that you get that you don't get if you don't go. And also another thing that I wanted to share was awards, picturing yourself on stage. I know that for me, that's always been something I've pictured, you know, walking across the stage for something. And now, because there were over 200,000 coaches there, 25,000 coaches, you know, there were so many of us, and they made the award ceremony look like the Grammys. They were all dressed up. Tony Horton is like announcing people. So was Autumn. They were so funny. Tony even sang on stage. So they're just always just a blast. And I want to be walking across that stage. I visualize that and setting my goals. When am I going to hit my goals? And all of that is just really exciting. So we hope to see you guys all in Nashville next year. And just know that this isn't the only event that there is. You know, if you can't get to Nashville for some reason, you know, there's the Platinum Edge, like Talia had mentioned before. I'm going to all these events because Beachbody is my business. My income and my team and everything has grown significantly because I work on it. And it's not just work, it's fun. I can't believe that my job is this much fun, and that I have the freedom that I have to travel and to do the things that I love. But Platinum Edge is in November 13th this year. So I want you guys to look into coming to that. especially if you didn't make it to Summit this year. So, and also there's always Super Saturdays, which are 4 times a year, quarterly, local near you. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed learning all the different Summit takeaways and learning from our team. If you have any questions, you can always reach up to any of us. We're always here to help and to share ideas and to brainstorm. So thank you so much. We love you all. And that's it.